Hello. Today we'll be talking about sex culture and modern individualization. So we're going to be talking about the US and Holland and the way that the way that they differentiate their understandings of sexuality and how that influences their parenting. So the US sees sexuality as a biological concept. So sexuality comes about as a means of the body uh, growing up through adolescence and becoming hormonally active, sort of a chemical model. And compare that to Holland, um, which sees sexuality as coming about as a social, sort of a social affect from uh, relationships with other people and feelings that you have um, within those relationships. And so it's important to note that because in terms of their parenting styles, they differ completely in how they regulate sexuality within the home. So Americans have a very hierarchical power dynamic. So that's the parents tell the kids what to do. So they set rules, and then children have to follow them. And in terms of sexuality, this ends up being the rule is that sex cannot happen within the house. Um, and so on the other point, Holland has more of a horizontal power. So instead of being top down, it's horizontal. So the parents and the children are on the same playing field, negotiating between the two, and so for them, sexuality comes about as sort of a negotiation between the parents and the child as to when the child is ready, that the family kind of accepts what this is. And so this plays into the fact that Americans have a family value structure that is different than Holland. So Americans have a family value that is sort of spherical. So you have the parents and the children, and nothing else can come within that family, and until you're an adult, this can't change. But in Holland, um, their family structure is much more, I guess, inclusive. So the relationship between the parents and the children is able to be more fluid, and then they can bring in and allow other people within the family, and this being sexual partners for Dutch children or teenagers. And so these two kind of power dynamics, the power dynamic of America versus Holland, and then the way that they implement that into family values is all very wrapped up into kind of this individualization of the person and what that means in different cultures. Thank you.